So, guys, welcome to this today's session about copywriting. So, I have been in talks with Balkaran from like almost a month, like
Yeah,
3 weeks.
yeah, it's been a couple of weeks. Yeah,
Yeah, almost 2 3 weeks, and I was like, because he has written a book. I can't say it's a book. It's like
yeah,
some again a copy of frameworks which can
yeah,
be used
yeah,
to write copies. So he created
right.
something like that, a conversion magnet,
Mm-hmm.
and I was attracted to it when I saw that on
Mm-hmm.
Facebook. I was attracted to it, and so I thought like, let me talk to him. What is that he's trying to do? So he's creating some. He has created some frameworks, compiled
Mm-hmm.
some frameworks, and he
Mm-hmm.
also gave some tips on how to use it for the use cases, like people who want to use
Right.
it for themselves. So then I thought, let us, why not? Why should we do this actually? An access, like
Mm-hmm.
he talks about few of the frameworks. He has
Right.
actually mentioned in that conversion magnet, and discuss on that, so that it will be a very interesting discussion to have. So the copywriting is concerned. So we all need to learn copywriting because in this attention-driven world, social media, be it website pages, be it landing pages, be it email marketing, everywhere copy is important. And one size doesn't fit all. So copywriting, you can learn few things, but again, we always need to apply your own thought and philosophy, because copywriting styles again differ. Like I see, like Amar Krishna Jha, I have been interacting
Mm-hmm.
with him. I see he has one kind of a style,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe Balkaran I'm seeing one kind of a style, and I myself have another kind of a style. So it can differ, but again, the ingredients can be the same. There can be some basics which we can learn. There can be some philosophies or underlying frameworks which can be used. So these are all the things which can be discussed, because sometimes exactly you can't. Copywriting is not exactly about copying something.
Mm-hmm. Right. 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 Right.
So we need to apply our thought process. Sometimes, though it
Mm-hmm.
looks very interesting, a copy, because Balkaran himself has given me a copy for promoting it. But again, I
Right.
tweaked it because I am not. It's not Balkaran which is writing the who is writing the copy. I am writing the copy, because
Mm-hmm.
it's going from me. Now I have to tweak it a bit, so that people
Mm-hmm.
will. I know how people relate to me.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it can be a different ball game.
Right.
So
Right.
so let's so that's my again take, but let us get into the discussion. So Balkaran, I think
Mm-hmm.
we'll start with it, because some
Yeah. Sure.
already
Let's.
guys are there. Let me take a
Mm-hmm.
final screenshot, and I'll just
Mm-hmm.
create some interest in the people who are actually
Right.
having their dinner, or maybe watching a movie, etc.
Yeah. That is what I was thinking, and first of all, I want to thank Gordon Pai for having me, and everyone else who's joined. And you probably, preponed your dinner or you postponed it for this. So that's really great. And just like promised, I will be completing this, within a short span of time, 29 minutes. So you don't remain hungry for long.
And one more thing I wanted to actually mention is that
Mm.
we have people who are actually uh, staying till the end of the webinar. We have a surprise,
Yeah,
that conversion magnet which is there
yeah.
by Balkan, like it's a $14
Mm-hmm.
worth, will be free for two
Right,
people. We'll pick
right.
randomly two people.
Sure. Right.
We don't favor anyone, but
Mm.
they just randomly will pick two people to give it.
Right. So
So,
thank you Kev, for joining in.
Balkaran, you can share the screen and you can introduce
Yeah,
yourself,
yeah.
and you can start.
Let's get this started. So what I'm talking about here is fascinations. These are like curiosity bullets. So these are used by top copywriting agencies. When people join it, this is what they tell them to practice in the initial days. They are learning from them. They're training with them. So this is what I've actually learned. A lot of people are talking about this. They talk about copywriting, and they, the main one of the common things that I've heard is key. You study other people's landing pages, and then you see what they're doing, and then you implement in your own copy while selling it. But still there is no mechanism. People can copy that, but still there is not a proper technique or a method which people have there in their mind, a structure. with which they can make their copies really converting. So that is why I've created these frameworks, which people can just use and make their copies more converting. So what are we going to cover is mainly something called a Tango Charlie technique, which this is one of the basic ways we use fascinations inside of a copy. uh, I've also included 21 fascination bullet types inside the guide, which it again helps you to come up with different angles to sell your copy to your your target market. And we will also understand like how phishing is related to increasing engagement with our copies. So I will cover a little bit about myself. So I'm a direct response copywriter. I started my digital marketing, when I started my digital marketing journey. So I always faced a roadblock, which I talked a little bit about before, that there are no specific methods or techniques or frameworks which I could use to write really good copies for different niches, different clients, and in different niches. Because as you're starting out and as you move forward, we as copywriters have to work for many different type of industries. So I've also done that. One of the clients I've worked for is he was from Australia, and he had an appliance repair agency. So you can see a little bit conversation that I was having with him over here. Uh, is it readable to everyone? Can everyone read it? Gordon bhai, is it readable? Okay. So just having a little fun with my copy, reaching out to him. And I just realized I made a blunder. Maybe I was out of my mind. I can't believe my eyes that I had made you, I made him a very, so the price was a bit low because I was starting out on Upwork. So I wanted to get some clients on board in the starting. So it was supposed to be this. I guess I didn't put enough pressure on the keyboard while pressing one. But no worries, I got to pay for my mistake and all this. So this is where he got converted. He got convinced, and you can see his reaction to that. He was he was really happy with the copy, and there was trust within us that this guy can get my job done. So I'll share, this was his previous copy, which he was he was dropping in people's email boxes over there, the mailboxes. He used to drop this pamphlet. So this is what we had to work on. And you can see, like it's really crammed up, and it's a bit, difficult to read and not very attractive. So this is what we came up with. And it is very true to what we are going to be covering today. That is bullets and curiosity bullets and frameworks. So, what right below the headline, we have put simple 3 bullets. It's giving the same offer that he was doing before. He was saying that if we don't arrive on time when we say we will, then your whatever appliance that is damaged, we'll repair it for free. So what do do you feel this is much better than this one, previous copy, or what? Here we are also generating some proof here over here, and whatever accolades he had, whatever, his business was recognized, and we included that here as well. So this was when I gave him the pamphlet. So this was his his reaction to that. He was very happy with that, and I ended up getting paid more. So, and this is my second client. So that the web hosting industry is it is very saturated, and there's not much promise that you can make. Everyone talks about fast speeds and reliability. So I came up with a different angle. We are telling we are telling them that we're fast, but we are highlighting their benefit over here. speed sells. That why do they want speed? Because it sells. We're not telling them about a feature that hosting is fast, but we are future pacing and telling them they'll be able to make more money with this. And you would I if you have been to these hosting sites, you would have seen that these points are written very simple points, like 4 bullet points, like free migration, free SSL, and 24-hour support, and like free domain. But what I did was like add a little more spice to it. And this technique I will also be covering in the future, in the presentation moving forward. So I've added more spice, like 131 solopreneurs hosted and migrated the site in the last 7 days. So this adds a little bit more proof. And these are like also like a bit like bullets. And with all the plans, this, and we close your tickets in less than 7 minutes. We're being specific over here. Okay, how much time will we take? You will not be talking to a support team, but a friend. So we are trying to reduce the barrier between our customers and trying to create a connect. And because we're not just saying that you will get a free domain, but we're also saying the money you will save, you can like order in dessert for yourself. So if you can make your customers laugh. So
Balkaran, you wrote this thing. If you
right.
go back,
Yeah.
that 131 solopreneurs hosted and migrated their site in last 7 days.
Right.
So are you guys like, there was a plan like you want to attract solopreneurs?
Yeah, because whenever you're selling, we have to stand out. Whenever you're entering such a crowded market, you have to be a little bit different. You can't be selling to everyone. We did our research, and what we found out was, because copywriting is based on research, we found out that the most people that that come on your website, these hosting sites, they are solopreneurs. They just want hosting for a single site. I asked my client, like, who are your majority of your clients? How many sites they're hosting? So that is how we came up with our selling angle. So we're targeting solopreneurs.
I think this is somewhere now, which is a very, very, very valid point. Now, most of us miss because now when we are writing a copy, people don't want to be very specific because they think that we'll miss out on other people. But if you're able to figure out who are ideal customers, at least the chunks 50 to 60% are these people, then better to talk about, because better to talk to them, because the ideal customer, in the sense, they're making you profits, not just the ones who are coming and doing business and you're not earning more. I always talk about this thing, always figure out who are those profitable, who are those customers who are giving you profits.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So if you try to sell to everyone, you're going to be selling to at the end of the day, no one is going to be buying from you, because you're just like the everyone else, in general everyone players who are in the game.
And one more thing, what I liked is you mentioned about we close your tickets in less than 7 minutes.
Yeah.
So that makes it, though, like, see, there should be some kind of hype in marketing promises, or else it doesn't sell. So might be they not be able to provide it exactly in 7 minutes, but they're trying to say we are quick.
Yes.
By adding that number, it actually intensifies the feeling.
Right. Because that is what we are writing words, and we have to paint a picture in their mind, because that picture is going to sell. So
they're able to imagine,
yeah, they can imagine, like when I click on that chat button, and these guys will come up, and like quickly I'll be good and gone within 5-7 minutes. So that is what we are telling them. And this is something close to a fascination. People usually, this is usually a feature. People just stack it as a feature, like we are providing you SSD storage, which is very fast. But here we are telling them, like it is Ferrari fast. Again, we are painting a picture. Something they already know. They know that how fast a Ferrari is, and we are using Ferrari to, relating it with our product. And then comes the benefit. Beat and bold your competitors with speed and leave them far behind using our SSD powered servers. Usually people would say, just leave it at, make it a feature, like we have really fast SSD storage, but here we have turned it into a benefit. So this in itself, it's in a way it is selling to them, which I've not seen people do that much in their copies. So what are fascinations? They're, short, punchy lines, which really create a lot of curiosity inside the people who are, they've come to your landing page, they come to your website, and, they're really crisp. There are no fillers in that, right? Like you keep on talking, you keep on writing words. These are really crisp. So they really heighten their curiosity. And the main places where we use them are, like in the starting, I said they're Tango Charlie technique. So the two main places are in the beginning of your copy, right below your headline. Because, when a prospect comes to your page and, that person has read your headline, the curiosity is there, but, again, you have to take him deeper into the copy and convince him, make him read every line. That is the purpose of copywriting. The first line should make the person read the next line, and the next line should make that person read the next line. So right below the headline. And the second place we use it is when we are finally going to sell them, when we're finally going to pitch them. Again, we have to increase that urge inside of them. So, just like I said, you are creating an itch for your prospects and promising that if they engage with your marketing message, they will soon be able to scratch it. That is how, people should feel when they dive into your copy. So this is one of the best places to use it, right below the headline. And the second is towards the end. That is what we call a Charlie. And in this, we again write our curiosity bullets, but this time it is, we are telling them, buddy, if you want to scratch your itch, then, it's just click away, get our product, and, you've already built that curiosity. So again, before the CTA, you again make that effort using curiosity bullets. I'll give you an example, like, like this headline we see over here: 20 guaranteed ways to increase readership and response to your ads without touching your current copy. I mean, it is a decent headline. I mean, what do you guys think? What kind of, do you feel that it is an interesting headline?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, right. So,
the must
yeah. So, you are grabbing you got the attention of your prospect, but what may happen is, he is interested, that person is interested, but he needs a little more push. So what you do is, like I said, we include the fascinations right below the headlines. So when you read this fascination, like, what do you feel?
The semester found that even an illiterate dropout can use to write advertising copy. It's more important than. So this is creating a feeling that anyone can do it, so I can also do it.
Yeah. So I mean, we are being very specific, 7-step formula, and like 100 times better than the big shots, the Madison Avenue ad agency, or we can include whatever our audience understands. So we can use that, and like then again the second fascination below, right below that. So, I mean, do you feel that the person who is reading this would be really curious this time, at this moment? Like, there are 10 mistakes that, most ad agencies are making, and you should never imitate, because, that is what is taught in copywriting. You copy it from someone else. So they're 10. So that person might be thinking, they're 10. I'm probably making at least 3 to 4 mistakes out of these. So that is also building your curiosity. And then, you have this below that. The easiest way to beat out even the most ferocious competition in your marketplace, even when their marketing is brilliant, their budget huge, and their copy is so persuasive, it could have been written by Claude Hopkins himself. So, this is, again, I mean, I want to ask you guys, like, how do you feel? Does this really, make you tingle? Or like, how do you feel about this?
Yeah, it's good.
So yeah, everyone is saying yes, right? So this is how you rile them up. This is how you rile your audiences. That is why fascinations are so important. Again, like we have a headline: how to flip prospects' objections into sales using emails if your list is full of skeptics. So I mean, this is a quite a decent headline.
Yeah, like you in the bracket you covered one more doubtful part, like because my list can be full of skeptics. So
right. So these are this comes from research. We know that people are skeptic, and like if I buy this, will I get it? How much value will I get? So we have killed that objection over here. We've killed that objection with this line, and then we add some more spice to it. We add this headline with it, with this fascination below it. Whatever a famous person email marketing secret that makes it very hard for people on your list not to read and can increase your sales substantially every time you use it. So it is saying that your sales will increase substantially, and every time you use it. It's not just your one or twice thing. Second fascination, an 8-word email opening so naturally curiosity provoking, someone would have to be unconscious not to keep reading your emails. So I mean, it's funny, and it's kind of expressing the magnitude of what you can do with your method.
It's a witty kind of line.
Right. And the third fascination can be how to use industry gossip to make lots more sales with emails. Every niche and industry has its own sewing circle of gossip, and whether that gossip is based on truth, opinion, or even downright lies, here's how to use it to increase your sales and profits. So here probably the guy is talking about how to you can use stories in yours, because stories sell. So you can use gossip, your regular day, everyday gossip in office, and make really interesting emails with that. So this is what the main work of Fascinations is. And now like we come to the third point, key, how is phishing related to increasing your engagement using Fascinations? So you can imagine, like, this first hook is your headline. So your prospect, maybe he got past this, he was not that convinced by this. So the second hook, you got the second hook over there, your fascination 1, and then your fascination 2, and then you can have 10 or 12 fascinations. So you can kill your you can make that sale right over there. And there are like 21 types, famously known 21 types of fascinations, out of which I will be showing you 2 out of them, which are really good. So first one is the gimmick bullets. So what a gimmick bullet is that suppose you have something, your product or service has something very unique, something really special, something you understand, the competitors or your market has not seen much. So you use it in your, you use this approach to sell your product or service. For example, the simple pinch test that instantly tells what your body fat levels are with pinpoint 0.5% accuracy. So, I mean, do you feel that this is like creating some curiosity within the person who will be reading this?
Simple pinch that instantly spot your body fat levels. Yeah.
So, what do you think? I mean,
it's actually telling a lot without actually writing a lot.
Right. That is the, we don't have to reveal. That is what copywriting is all about. You have to tease, and, keep on teasing your prospects, but you never reveal what is there. But you write in a way that, you really make them go out of their minds. And, a second approach, like I was talking about, people don't really have techniques or methods by which, frameworks in their minds, what are the different ways I can use to sell my product? So this is another way, quickest and easiest bullets. So we all know, like in today's world, everyone wants instant gratification. They want, anything if you can, explain them that, this is something that can help you sell really fast. That is really easy. You don't have to do much. So this is that angle, selling angle. The easiest way to beat out even the most ferocious competition in your marketplace, even when their marketing is brilliant, the budget huge, and their copy is so persuasive, it could have been written by Claude Hopkins himself. So, I mean, you would remember we have already covered this over here. So, these are the different angles we can use to sell the same thing. So that is why they are called bullets. You have got 21 bullet types in your arsenal with which you can sell your prospects. There are 19 more, and I will cover three more for you. So another three angles are the if-then bullet, the why bullet, and the number bullet. So we can use the if-then angle. Like if you've got just 20 minutes in a month, I guarantee to work a financial miracle in your life. So again, like how do you feel after reading this?
You feel very curious about it.
Yeah. And I mean, do you feel that you're getting so many angles to sell your customers? Before, how you used to think like, how should I make my headline and how should I make my copy? What should I write? I mean, here we have proper angles listed out with which we can use so many things, so many options. Similarly, we use why up to 70% of all poisonings happen to children under 5, and the best prevention for them all. Page 34. So you can use the why angle, you can use the if-then angle, you can use the easiest and quickest bullet, and you can use the gimmick angle. Similarly, there are number bullets. So you can write something like, 4 ways to stimulate the body to release its own natural painkillers. So I mean, different angles you can use to sell the same product. And what else I have done is, because everyone might be new to Fascinations, and that is why I've created really easy frameworks for you to just simply copy and paste and just include your products and their benefits inside the blanks, and you're ready to go. And what I've done is I've not just created 1, 2, or even like 21. I've created 53 fascination frameworks, which even I use in all of my copies to make my copy more persuasive, and which helps me to convince my prospects. So here's an example framework. So what dash really want? 9 out of 10 are absolutely fueled by this secret. So you can use it like this. What prospects really want from an advertisement? 9 out of 10 ad agencies, advertisers are absolutely floored by this secret.
Should we try filling this?
Yeah, definitely. That would be a lot of fun.
Anyone wants to try it?
Please.
For your use case?
Yeah.
Or I will try to go first. Meanwhile, someone else can jump in also.
Yeah.
What marketers really want from a software or a tool, maybe from a tool.
Right.
9 out of 10 marketers are absolutely floored by this secret.
Right. So
right.
I will give you one more example, so just to show you how versatile these frameworks are. So what women really want from men, 9 out of men are absolutely floored by this secret. So, you can see these two industries are really different, but you can still use them in many different ways.
So, and maybe the language has to be modified based on the audience you're writing to.
Exactly.
Because the floored thing is there. This word, I think, I'm not able to make sense of it. Indians, I don't think most of them will make sense of it.
Exactly. Because we can always, we know our audience better. Just like, I give you that copy and you make tweaks to it because you know your audience better.
Yeah.
So, that is always there, little bit tweaks. You can always, you can have your own thing in there.
Yeah.
So that's there.
Anyone is there who want to try this?
Yeah, please. Everyone can try their hand at this.
Because
Shall I try?
Sure.
Yeah, please.
So what's
please say your name first.
On after degree. 9 of 10. What is that? Okay. students are absolutely floored by this secret.
Right.
Like that.
Oh, okay. Once, can you repeat that?
What students really want after a degree.
Okay.
Or we can say what companies really want after it from graduates. 9 out
Yes.
of 10 students are absolutely floored by the secret.
Yes.
You know, we can
That's true.
make it like this. So now we've got 3 industries. We have touched the advertisement industry, the adult industry, and education. If we write company over here.
Let us take an example of healthcare or
Yeah.
wellness.
Yeah.
Can create it like what we can say is maybe healthcare and wellness. Yeah, maybe I think we need to tweak it a different way, like in the perspective of the person or the company. So
yeah. We've already come up with one angle. I mean, obviously, it takes a little bit of time to think about because we don't even have a product ready.
Yeah, and we need to, and it's not necessary that you always try to use the same framework or sometimes fit nahi baithta hai to better not to add that framework.
Right. Because that is why you have option of 53 frameworks.
Yeah.
So it's easy for you to come up with different angles.
Yeah.
Similarly, like there's another framework. Why having this 100% irrelevant to having a dash and are relevant but ignored by nearly everyone. So you can have it like this. Why having money or nice cars is 100% irrelevant to having a great love life. And the 3 basic that are relevant but ignored by nearly every lonely guy.
Okay. Why having money or nice car?
So you're hitting the guy where it hurts. You're saying you're lonely. Huh?
Yeah.
So these things are also there.
Have a money or nice car.
Yeah. So we're saying you don't need these things. You don't need these things. You can even have a good love life without them. Similarly, you can attract other marketers. Why having results or social proofs is 100% irrelevant to having a successful cold email outreach strategy, and the 3 basics that are relevant but ignored by nearly every digital marketer.
Yeah, here you want to sell the successful cold email outreach strategy.
Right. So just you spend even 15 minutes with any fascination which you like, and you have your headline and your fascinations ready with you. So it is really that simple.
Yeah.
And what I've again, like I said, everyone, all the professional copywriting agencies, the first thing they make the interns do is practice fascinations day in and day out, and that is to get them thinking. So I made it really easy because like it. This is what separates the people who are at the top 1% from what everyone is already doing in the market. People are already copying, let's say Russell Brunson and those copies, or once someone writes a copy, they keep on copying that. And that's why it took me 6 months and a lot of I paid a lot of money to learn these techniques. And so what I've included in the guide is like 53 fascination frameworks. These are just simple fill in the blank frameworks, which we've already seen. You can just, whichever industry or product you have, you can just fill in the blanks with them. And then you have 21 types of fascinations. Like we saw those if then, quick, and the easiest, and numbers. So you also have that angle. The angles with which you can sell. And above that, I've also added 25 fascination guidelines. So this really completes the fascination the topic, because you also have you can run with this straight away, the fill in the blank things, and you also know the types which you can use, the different angles you can use to sell, plus the guidelines. These guidelines, let me show you what these guidelines tell you. Suppose like this, these guidelines tell you how to make your fascinations. Suppose usually we write like, when Raj sells garments in 5 days purchased from HYC, he generates 4x times the money. Now what we are adding is something tangible, the benefit, and enjoys the family foreign trips every year. So we are showing them when he gets his work done faster, so how it is benefiting them.
Yeah, means you're again like painting the picture, because forex money is can be visualized, but again the family foreign trip can be visualized in a much better way. Like
Right. So that is, and people are people are really coming up with different angles over here. If I can copy this, just a sec. Oh, how will this get copied? So someone is saying like, like what diabetic person really, Mega
yeah,
is saying,
mega.
what diabetic person really want from diet programs. 9 out of 10 diet management program. Example from healthcare, is it okay? So, this is, we also got into healthcare. So what diabetic people really want
I
from
think in
diet
healthcare,
program.
copy plays a huge role.
Right.
Because now they're always skeptical. Diabetics. I have a diabetics community. They're very
Right.
skeptical, because they already tried a bunch of scams, programs, and all. So it's very tough to convince those people. They already have a very pessimistic attitude there.
Right. This is this is where market sophistication comes in.
Yeah.
Maybe we can cover it another day. So this is where you get to know your market. What kind of market you're in. Like I was saying over here now, this is a really saturated market. How will you stand out in this market? So
Hosting.
just like diabetes, people have heard all kinds of promises. They've heard everything, whatever marketers can throw at them. So you make your own niche, and these are the techniques you use. Just like this in guideline, we're saying that enjoy family trips every year. So here we are giving him the benefit. You can go and book your domain, order your favorite dessert. So again, we are painting a picture with it. The second is, like people usually just write, make generic claims. People make generic claims in their copies, like service team will help you, your fabric will reach on time. If you find a problem, reach us. So the guidelines actually help you, to write better copies. Like we have written over here now, we have added some extra stuff. So our 24/7 service team is always there for you. You can just a call away on toll-free number this. Now, instead of just saying, the fabric will reach on time, we are saying the fabric will be delivered in 3 to 4 days by a reliable transporter. So again, here we are telling them, when you will get it, and the transporter is reliable. People don't, usually think of this stuff.
Yeah, assurance, like when we in offline world also, when we go and buy from a shop, generally what we ask is like ये चल जाएगा ना, ये वारंटी तो है ना, like उनको एक पूछते हैं. हालांकि वो सेल्समैन है, he will generally talk in favor of it, but people will again look for a reassurance.
Right.
इस टाइप का वर्ड शायद वो reassurance ऐड कर देता है, like reliable transporter.
And I would point out one more thing, that at that time, that salesman is there. They are having one-to-one conversation. But once you've written your copy, you won't even know why people are going away from your page. Maybe they're not convinced like what kind of service I will get. So you're telling them, like we're just a call away, and when will my product actually reach? So you're clearing their objection. So these things are also helping you to sell. That is why these guidelines will help you. If you find a problem, reach us. Reach us at this number. So as specific as you can be. So yeah, for business services, thank you. Okay. And I compiled this ebook, and I started selling it at 500 rupees, and I got really good feedback from people. They were really happy with it. Now I have increased the price to $14, about 1,000 rupees, and I will be increasing the price more. But Govardhan Bhai, he said you have to give a good price for my people. So so I've come with a special price for the niche marketer group. So for the niche marketer club members, this will be available at 80% off, and the niche marketer group members, it will be for available for 50% off.
I'll be sharing that link with the club members, and it's
Yeah.
not again it's not an affiliate link. I want to mention it clear because I find it's valuable. So I thought of like coming to promote what Balkarni is doing. So even before we getting to share the links, we can share the links. The group members link, I can share it right away here. And for the club members, the link will be shared in the WhatsApp group of the club members. So that WhatsApp group, whoever is a part of the club, they will be having the access to the WhatsApp group. So they can book it from there. So meanwhile, while we do this, I wanted to actually pick Balkaran's brain on a few things about copy, because let me also first post the link in the club as well as here, WhatsApp club membership and here. Meanwhile, anyone has any questions now, they can just shoot it in the chat box or unmute and actually ask.
Right. And it's I priced it really low, because it's just like ordering from Zomato, your breakfast, your lunch, or dinner. It's really nothing. So you can forward your questions towards me.
I think in the WhatsApp group, club WhatsApp group, I shared the link.
Okay.
If you want to pick this, they can pick it up. It's like only 200 rupees.
Yeah.
For the club members.
Bucks.
Yeah.
And please, if you have any questions, you can unmute your mic, and I'll be happy to answer any questions, and we can discuss more.
Actually, discussion will help us a lot because a lot of things get cleared.
Seema, for group members, it's 50% off, just 500 bucks, 500 rupees.
And this link is for the group members here. It's 50% off, and for the club members, it's 200 rupees there. So club members can pick it up. So I wanted to ask a question because anyone is not coming up with a question.
Yeah.
Let us say now the challenge is, when we talk about copy, I think research part is there. So most of the guys who are in this session, Anandji is asking, can we buy the book directly, apply the frameworks or templates to client copy?
Yeah, you can do it, man, straight away. Can you buy the book directly? That is why they are frameworks, right? That is why I've compiled 53 frameworks. So you can just copy, and you can start writing for your customers or your clients' customers.
What I actually see with these frameworks is, Anandji, like we need to do our research. थोड़ा सा हमको basically we should understand क्या problem है, क्या हम लोग क्या message देना चाहते हैं. Then we try to fit that into this, because most of the guys face a problem in framing those sentences. Attention grabbing sentences. So हमको raw data लेके रखना चाहिए and try to see how we can fit those into this thing. So I'm coming to that part only on उनका जो second question है आनंद जी का. Any ideas on how to do research? So let us talk on that a bit. I wanted to have a kind of a discussion kind of thing around it, because this is a place where many people actually struggle. So now there are some, let us say, business owners or maybe writers or someone. Now let us say the client himself is not having enough information. And most of the cases it happens. They're not clear with who are they trying to attack to. Because you have also seen as a copywriter this kind of a scenario. Right. When it comes to research, so what kind of ways do you suggest for a research? Let us say someone wants to write a landing page copy. Now the client has told something like, no, I'm selling these headphones, which is very, very generic. Headphone is a very generic stuff. And ऐसा नहीं कि मेरा headphone सोना से बना, ऐसा तो नहीं होता है. Almost same function, same features. So in this case, now what kind of research will help you out?
The first thing is I try to read the comments which people have. Suppose, I was working for my hosting client. So HostGator
Spelling
reviews. So I will try HostGator reviews. So you will get places over here where people have posted reviews, and this is their own language which they are using. What kind of problems they are facing? Just a second, let's find something better. Or just I will type this. So this is one of the best ways to figure out what people are saying, to gather information, to do your research, and include it in your fascinations or in your headlines. Just like this guy saying, extremely bad, irresponsible scam company. Here we are getting to know he is agitated by their customer support. Mistakes during our infinite conversation. You see, why did we include 7 minutes? We will solve your problem in 7 minutes. This is the reason, because I did my research. I came over, this review website, and I found out what majority of people, what problem they are having. They are having a problem their support is taking too much time. They are not able to help them. So this is where you get a feel of the market. What you have to include in your copy.
Maybe जो infinite conversations है उसको शायद pain point में use करना चाहिए.
Right. You can use the same words. That is exactly
exact words in the pain points. Like
right. The customers, what your customers are using now, you use the same words. That is how you will connect even more. You will connect better with them. So this is exactly what I have done. See, this is the gem. This is what you need to understand what your market is talking. Notice that my plan expires at midnight, that I would be renewing. They recently decided to put the plug on me instead. Call to get some notice that my plan. So you get to know what people's problems are. So I've also included point in my website hosting copy that we will be sending you emails before your hosting or your domain is expiring. So because people usually forget, who remembers the 1 year before which day I bought my domain or hosting. So I've cleared that objection because I got to know about it from here. So these kind of sites are your best friends when you need to understand your market. What objections you need to cover, and all that stuff. And one more thing I want to point out, that I'm giving really big discount on this, and there's a lot of value in it for everyone. And I mean, I use my own guide to write my copies, so the discount will be available till 12 p.m. today, so you can grab it before that.
Balkaran, do you also offer any consulting? Not on this specific purchase, I'm telling separately. Because this price you can't offer a consulting. Means help them out, like someone is, let us say someone bought your copy, and let us say they are like looking to consult you with you for an hour or so, something like that.
Yeah, sure. I'm always there in the in my Facebook messengers. I get reached out a lot, and I help as much as I can. So people do reach out, and it's always as much as I can help. I direct people in the right direction. And this is the reason why I came up with the guide, because after studying copywriting for 6 to 7 months, this is what I understand, that people don't know about this, and to get them started really fast and to get them writing really good copies for their clients and for themselves. And with this you can even take up multiple clients.
Okay.
Does the fascination help only in headline or sub-headline or complete full sales copy? What you can do is you can write a headline. It depends on the product, but you can write a headline, sub-headline, and then you can write 10 to 12 fascinations below it. Even that can, straight away sell your product.
When we're using this word fascination, like what do you mean by fascination? Like,
these are curiosity bullets, that is why I've also included another word. They fascinate people. You are coming up with a different angle, not something they have already read 1,000 times before, and not the same boring approach
okay.
which everyone else is using.
Okay.
Just a sec. So that is why these are curiosity bullets.
I think one thing we'll do, Balkaran, like,
Right.
so we wanted to pick 2 people as winners.
Right.
So I have something. I'm trying to check something.
So guys, how did you find the whole session? Was it valuable to you? As a copywriter, it is always important to get people's feedback.
Actually, one thing I can tell is people are, I think they're just we scratch the surface. It's like
Right.
when maybe some are silent because might be they think that, okay, this might be my style or not. That can be one.
No, inside the guide, everything is there laid out in very detail. It is a 39-page long guide. So I've covered everything in great detail over there. So Megha is saying it was valuable. Shrinik is saying it's valuable. And Anand is saying very valuable session. Thank you, Anand. Satish is also happy. So I think the people did get value out of this. So that makes my day, man.
Yeah, but I think I want a few of the people to speak, so that it will help everyone.
Yeah,
we are
please.
not very short of time, so I think Satishji, I wanted you to speak because Satishji also is good with writing and all.
Okay.
And even I would like to ask Ivan sir if he has any inputs to share, because Ivan sir also is a very senior person when it comes to marketing and copy, content writing, etc. Definitely, I would love to hear. Ivan sir is saying, "Love the approach, thoroughly enjoyed the session." Oh, thank you.
That makes my day, man. Really, it's I'm really happy. I was able to add value to people. Completely new insights learned in this session on copywriting. That is why I made this guide, because I know people who are talking copywriting, but these things that are the fundamentals of copywriting, they never talk about this. The only thing in name of copywriting that is being taught, to understand, to read the landing pages of Russell Brunson and like people like who are doing really good. But the thing with them is that they are already a very big brand, and when we are selling, no one knows us. Just like we are selling hosting over here, no one knows us yet. So we have to come up with angles. We have to talk to our.
Balkaran, sorry to interrupt, but I just want to just spin the wheel for the 16 participants.
Right.
And see 2 of them will win. So I'll share the screen.
Just a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let us share. And maybe there is a spin screen is there. Right now you have 16 participants, so I'll pick it in the order like जो numbers है ना उनका है तो 20 numbers इसमें है.
That's really nice. Okay.
Number 14. So let us check who is this number 14.
This is really nice. मेरा नाम तो नहीं आ जाएगा? ऐसा तो नहीं होगा.
You never know. अभी number 1 मेरा है.
7.
Balkarni is number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 is Rajneesh Ponkia.
Right.
Rajneesh ji, are you here? अगर अटेंडेंस नहीं देंगे तो डिस्क्वालीफाई कर देंगे.
Yeah, someone else might get the chance.
Yes, sir, I am here.
Okay, Rajneesh, you are getting a copy.
Yeah.
Because as we promised today, attendees, 2 people will get this. So you'll be getting a copy. But humble request is please go through it and give a feedback to Balkaran, because generally
Yeah, sure.
उसका value नहीं होता है, वो एक issue है. So Rajneesh, I will email you. Myself or Balkaran, दोनों में से कोई आपको email.
Yeah, I will. Yes, definitely.
So second, let us go back and see.
Right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Rajneesh, for attending.
Number 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Number 4, Anand ji.
Anand Agarwal, bhai. Very good. Sahi hai.
Awesome. Anand ji, you are the second winner. So yeah, there are 2, no more actually. So that's something you wanted to do it for the first time.
But I just bought it already.
Oh.
Okay.
Then I think we should spin the wheel again.
Anand ji, I will give you another bonus.
All right, lovely. Thank you.
I'll give you another bonus.
Okay,
Then
then
how do I access the bonus? Actually, it
I will-
requested for a Google Drive. I think you will have to access. Give me the access.
Yes, I will give you. Right after this session, I will have your emails in my email ID, and from there I will grant you access to that.
Okay.
Just
Thank
let me finish this the webinar, and then everyone will be granted access.
Sure. Thank you.
And I'll give an extra bonus to you.
All right. Thank you.
Don't
Thank you
worry.
so much. Thank you.
okay. So I think that's an interesting thing. So while it comes to researching, people will have definitely some questions and all. I think we can definitely do some more sessions.
Yeah, sure.
And I think when it comes to, I want to ask one more question to everyone who is in this session. Like, what kind of copywriting actually is more of interest to you? Is it landing page copies or email copies, or maybe social media copies? Because everyone's use case is different. Landing pages and web pages can be different. And using a copy right now is important, because once upon a time we used to see service pages like website pages as simple information pages. But now we want to use a persuasion on every page. About page को भी हम लोग persuade करने के लिए use करते हैं, मतलब multiple touch points है ना, you will be convinced that ना, yeah, this is the right company I want to work with, this is the right business I want to work with. Even the home page where you focus on, like I was working with an e-learning company, and there it was very generic. So we started understanding who is our buyer persona, and started changing the whole headline and the above the fold to be the e-learning champion inside your organization. So we're talking about a specific person, maybe training manager, someone who is an e-learning champion. So he is the champion. So we are trying to address that. So I think everywhere copy has a role to play, and now we can't afford to be average when it comes to marketing message or advertising is concerned. I think this is the age of distraction. Everyone has their own style. I'm not against one style or for it, because everyone has their own way of teasing a copy. Because I am subscribed to some of the email newsletters from different people, like Ben Settle is there. There is Ivan Brody is the email marketer. There are a few guys. So everyone has their own style. Some people write very, very lengthy emails. Some people write small emails, but they're interesting. Some people write some people are very crisp, but they're able to convince. Some people are very lengthy. So everyone has their own style.
That is why, the subject line of the emails and the headlines of your websites are also important. That is where you make them read bring them down to your body of the copy. And of course, you have to be different. Like we covered, you have to niche down.
And one more thing, what I observed is like my share of this thing, cold emailing versus people you know already, huge difference. Because I can't afford to write to my existing audience a flimsy headline. I don't know, it's my thing. Some people may say, it's okay, you can write something saucy to attract. But for me, I always feel it's not, I don't like it because already people know me. And sometimes when it's an email, email is different because email is already people know me. They may open the email because they're seeing my name. Not because subject line is attractive or not because subject line is good. So I think we need to apply some basic thought process when we're writing different kind of copies.
I would say that, if you have, maybe you can visit my profile or you can see the post we have done in the Govardhan Bhai's group. So you will see that before that, I include a story, which is entertaining. And that is what sells. You have to entertain your clients because, you cannot bore someone into buying your stuff. That is the main thing. You cannot, if people get bored, they're not going to buy from you. So you have to entertain them. That is why, movies sell so much, TV series sell so much, and this kind of stuff. So you have to entertain them. So always use a story and then pitch your product later on. And then whatever you're trying to make them sign up or sell something. So that is one way you can do it.
Yeah, that is always there. And as this is a session, I will try to take one example which is very relevant. We were doing a series of marketing series called First Line series. And in that series, I have interviewed one guy who actually had his first line story. This first line, they went to Starbucks to meet actually. Starbucks में मिले थे client को. And discussion सब अच्छा से हो गया, सब कुछ होने के बाद he told like budget is only 5,000 rupees. So I made that as a headline. And then I just gave a small story around it, and at the end of that, I gave the link to the episode, which is on YouTube. So people will get that interesting. So yeah, definitely like why I'm trying to bring a point out here is like not everyone is as seasoned as Balkaran or maybe Ivanji because certain nuances like how you use the use cases. Because some of them might be new now. What happens is when you are not applying things in the right context, they may misfire. To known audience and the unknown audience and completely cold audience, maybe a landing page way of writing and email writing can be completely different.
Right. It depends on the type of market you're pitching to. If it's your cold audience, warm audience, or hot audience, and what is the market, sophistication. So market sophistication is, basically what state your market is in. Like Govardhan Bhai was saying, he's working with a diabetes niche. So, there's already so much stuff over there. People have already read every, promise that there can be, you will get this and that. And that is why you need to understand what kind of offer or what kind of pitch is going to work over there. So that knowledge you have to have.
Yeah. So I think we got a good coverage. So if anyone who's having any questions or anything to add, not just question, it can be a point of discussion. We can just then conclude the session in that case.
And any questions, anyone?
Any questions or anything to add to the discussion here? It's always discussions will always clarify if you have the point because I'm trying to assume something and I'm trying to tell or give my viewpoint.
Right.
So that is how it is actually.
So if we get some questions, that would be, just like, we talked about over here when I was showing you the review website. You need to understand, what your clients are actually talking about. What are the pain points? So similarly, if you tell what questions you have, so we can address those.
Yeah. Hi, Balkaran. I have a few questions.
Right.
One is, let's say you have shown a very good example of, HostGator, which is probably an online service, a worldwide service.
Right.
But what about brick and mortar and, offline small businesses? So how do, let's say I am writing for an apparel store or something like that. So how do I approach?
It is the same thing. You have to be entertaining. Like I showed you this thing. Now this is also, it is a simple business. They repair things. And what offer they are giving. Now, when this kind of things are there, you need an offer. So what he was giving, his offer was that if we don't arrive on time, so it's free. You have to study, you have to study your client. What are his strengths? So this I took this thing and I thought that I will, take this selling angle. So that is why I included, call number this, fix a schedule, and pray that we don't arrive on time. So, this is a little bit funny. It is also, entertaining the prospect, and we are able to, present them a really strong offer over here.
Okay.
Actually, what differed is, like, if you see the first copy and the second copy, the information is same, which is presented in a interesting manner. The first headline itself is like, how to get your appliances repaired free. When you compare it with that, the previous one, previous one is like arrive on time appliance repairs. So it is like a headline which is not actually very conveying anything there. So it's like the difference is you put it in a very easy to attention grabbing way, and then you also bulleted the things so that it's easy to understand or easy to actually read through that. Now this is very tough to read, this existing copy.
Right.
Though it is saying the same thing, but you just went overboard and say we'll give it free, and you add a bit of humor and bit to by say the pray that we don't arrive on time. So you are showing your confidence that we will definitely arrive on time.
Because to sell you need to come up with some angle. That is what even Fascinations will help you. When you read them, you will also get to, because the 21 types of fascinations that are there, even below all of them there are up to 3 to 4 examples. So you get an idea how to write. If suppose there is a why fascination, there are 3-4 examples below it. Like exactly, I showed those frameworks. Every framework also has two examples with it. So it is easy for you to get your brain running in that direction.
You also picked one testimonial from it, very short one.
Yes, we picked up a testimonial. This brings up and it is a Google testimonial. And
Google means Google Drive testimonial, I think.
Yeah, people
Google GMB wala.
Yeah, because the brick and mortar types, they have physical offices and stuff. So people leave testimonials on Google. So I got it from there. And
why did you choose that specific testimonial?
Because it is a pamphlet. You always have to be crisp in your copy.
You can't add.
Right. And it is the same fundamental of Fascinations. Just like here we are crisp. Like I said, the tango approach. Right below the headlines, you put bullets. Okay. Because bullets are very easy to read. People don't get scared by them, because if they're long, big paragraphs, they will be very hesitant to read them. And here, disaster averted. So
I think that it is crisp also, and also it is also having a copy kind of thing. Did you modify that again, or you exactly?
No, it was the same. That is what I'm telling you, because when you start reading people's comments, you will get a lot of gold over there, man. You will get a lot of gold. Words you can never even think of. you will get from your customers, your clients' customers, your own customers.
Really, because they're coming out of emotions, na? Jaisa kabhi kya hota hai? You get someone, you have a terrible experience. Then you exactly use that kind of word, which normally a copywriter cannot get it.
Right. I don't know anything about hosting, what problems there are. And it is, once you know the fundamentals of copywriting, it is actually good that you don't know something about an industry, because then you are thinking as a customer. because when you read their old copy, you can figure out where I'm not getting convinced. So once you figure those things out and you read these comments, so you'll get to know a lot of things over here.
Absolutely.
So this was my precise question. Suppose there is a new client which is a brick and mortar store, and they don't have any prior collateral marketing content or even a website. And we are offering them our website service, or like whatever, like content service, social media service, or cold email outreach.
Right.
Then how do we get started? Like where do we go and do research?
Because you understand their clients now, because other people are doing it, right? Because this even the client I'm working for.
Maybe what he's asking, Anandji, like what you're saying, the question is like, if that client is not having any presence,
Yeah,
client का product है, client का competitors का तो presence है ना, उनका तरफ से तो हम research कर सकते हैं ना.
Exactly.
Trying to come up.
Exactly.
वही था ना, मतलब आनंद जी.
yeah. Just where exactly to find research?
हाँ, research में
Where to
आप
begin the
example देंगे क्या? If you give an example, it will
Google,
be much
Google,
more
right?
easier.
Like like the example is the same, no? I got it from Google. Go to any one of his competitors, right? And see what the people are talking about.
GMB reviews के बारे में बोल रहे हैं.
हाँ, सर एक सेकंड सर.
हाँ, GMB reviews में कुछ मिल जाते हैं, सही है.
So this is one of the clients I've worked for, and this is a forest resort. This is a forest resort in Nahan, and I just went type this for Salani Resort and went over here. Maybe you can type forest resorts in Himachal. You type this, okay? Suppose my client has he's just started the resort and there are no reviews. So you have got 576 reviews over here. You go over here.
Okay.
Tall Trees Resort, and it is in the same place. It is in Himachal. So you go to the reviews, and here you can you can find gold over here.
Okay.
So this is how we do it.
Yeah. And the same frameworks can be applied to the websites, landing pages, email copy.
Yeah, anywhere, man, anywhere. You just have to get the curiosity going, and these are already proven frameworks. I've compiled already proven frameworks which have been doing a lot of made millions of dollars for people already.
Okay.
It's just that people they don't know about it, and they don't know how to use them, and they're not being talked about. So already that's why I made it easy for people who are using the guide.
Okay, right. Thank you.
Maybe I think Anand ji थोड़ा time लगेगा, and I think I would also advise you, आपका कोई टीम में कोई बंदा को भी ना इसमें you need to ask him to get deep, क्योंकि you are a business owner, I know you. Like to introduce Anand ji to the community. So he's the owner of Manik Advertisers. They're into offline marketing बहुत दिन से कर रहे हैं, बहुत सालों से, like decades से कर रहे हैं, and they're also started offering services on digital side also. PR वगैरह है, PR का side पे है, या newspaper, OTT, वो सब में they have a very good grip all over India. So I'm giving it right now because anyone who's knowing it's helpful ना, कि पता है हमारे community में ऐसा है, someone is there. So
right.
When you suddenly want someone, you can reach out to me, or if you remember him, you can just directly reach out to him as well. So he is in our community as well. So that's the reason I am telling to Anand ji, like if you can engage someone from your team also, because copywriting बहुत लोग ignore कर रहे हैं. बहुत सारा clients को जो results मिलने का है, advertising में भी अगर ad revenue कम, ad spend कम करना है, whatsoever sales boost करने के लिए definitely copywriting is important. मैंने कभी academically copywriting को सीखा नहीं है, but I was continuously writing emails, and कहीं ना कहीं copy लिख ही रहा था, landing page copy. So frameworks वगैरह use नहीं किया, but definitely frameworks use करने से क्या होता है कि that every word, every line will become more impactful. That's the advantage.
You crisp it down.
Correct.
Yeah.
You're
Instead
able
of
to crisp
writing
it
too
down.
much, नहीं तो बहुत ज़्यादा लिखते हैं हम लोग, वो boring
Hmm.
नहीं लगता. हाँ.
Right. That is what happens.
No, in advertising they say no, less is more. So
You're right. Right.
these frameworks are precisely that.
And पहले तो करना ही पड़ता था ना, पहले तो न्यूज़पेपर में ऐड के लिए इतना ही जगह मिलता था ना, उसी में आपको इफेक्टिव कॉपी लिखना पड़ता था.
Correct.
बाद में इंटरनेट आने के बाद क्या हो गया है कि लॉन्ग फॉर्म कॉपी का चला बात. लॉन्ग फॉर्म कॉपी अभी भी चलता है, दैट इज अ डिफरेंट यूज केस ऑल टुगेदर.
Right.
But still small copies also has a huge role to play.
Right. अब जैसे कि यहाँ पे था कि it is a pamphlet, you cannot really include too much on it, you know. So you know, small form and long form both.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think guys, we got interesting insights from Balkaran. So I'm happy to have Balkaran today. So you could scratch, and definitely now I know some of you, my guys, are scratching your head around it, because देख के तुरंत ऐसा नहीं लगता है कि यार इजीली करने वाला चीज नहीं लगता है. That is where when we start learning and doing this. मेरा एक मतलब एक mentor type का था, वो क्या बोल रहे थे ना, when I was trying to understand few things, वो मेरा चेहरा देख के समझ गया, are you confused? Then I told I'm confused. Okay, then you can go now. बोला क्यों? Confused हो गया और भेज दे रहे, मतलब he told you are confused ना, you want to come out of the confusion, you figure it out, you start working around it, you start figuring it out. और चालू करोगे. कंफ्यूज नहीं हुआ मतलब ना, कंफ्यूज नहीं हुआ मतलब कुछ भी नहीं घुसा अंदर में.
नहीं, बट यू नो एवरीथिंग तभी जो जैसे मैंने आपको गिमिक भी समझाया एंड इजी और यू नो क्विक बुलेट्स भी समझाई, तो उनके नीचे ना देयर इज अ डिस्क्रिप्शन बिलो देम कि व्हाट आर दे रियली अबाउट, एंड देयर आर 3 to 4 एग्जांपल्स. तो तभी वो कंफ्यूजन को दूर करने के लिए, रेस्ट ऑब्वियसली यू नो कि जब तक आपको अपनी मार्केट का ही नहीं पता, आपको अपनी ऑडियंस का नहीं पता, तो देन यू कांट राइट. वो प्रॉब्लम इसलिए आ रही है. अगर आप ऑलरेडी कोई जिस मार्केट के बारे में आपको पता है ना, अगर उसके बारे में आप सोचना शुरू कर दोगे, तो देन यू विल बी एबल टू फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स रियली फास्ट.
एंड रिसर्च, मुझे लगता है कि शायद आपको कॉपी तक पहुंचने से पहले ही यू नीड टू हैव अ लॉट ऑफ रिसर्च, लॉट ऑफ टाइम टू बी स्पेंट. लाइक बहुत लोग कॉपी लिखने में ज्यादा टाइम स्पेंड करते हैं, तो रिसर्च करने में आई थिंक देयर शुड बी अ वेरी गुड अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम शुड बी स्पेंट ऑन रिसर्चिंग अबाउट व्हाट यू वांट टू कन्वे एक्चुअली.
बिकॉज यू नो जब आपको प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं पता, तो व्हाई आर यू स्टार्टिंग टू राइट? तो you get to know it from your customers. So the exact thing, you know, like I shared, you get the gold from the comments they are leaving. जहाँ पे भी and wherever they are leaving their comments, जैसे HostGator का suppose Trustpilot पे था, and जिसकी आनंद भाई बात कर रहे थे, उनके reviews you know Google पे मिल रहे हैं आपको, तो you will know कि where to find them. तो
कुछ प्रोडक्ट्स के लिए तो Amazon में मिल जाता है, कुछ प्रोडक्ट्स के लिए somewhere else you'll get.
Right.
आजकल रिव्यूज तो हर जगह है, डिफरेंट थिंग्स के लिए.
Right.
एंड सोशल मीडिया इज अ वेरी बिग प्लेस. जो चीज मिलता नहीं कहीं पे, तो सोशल मीडिया में मिल जाएगा.
Right. मतलब yeah, social media, internet, anywhere you can go. There's so many places. Quora hai, you know, so many places you can find a lot of stuff related to what you want to sell.
Definitely awesome, Balkaran. So I think
thank you so much, Govardhan bhai. It was really an honor to be approached by you, and thank you for calling me. And I thank everyone else to, you know, just maybe move their plans, shift their dinner, postpone their dinner, and come.
ऐसा होता है. This session is ending actually fast. अभी आजकल हम कम कर दिया सेशन का टाइमिंग, पहले लंबा चलता था. So that is how. So anyone who wants to take advantage of this pricing, please take advantage. Because people will think it's FOMO or whatsoever, but again, as a human being, we don't take action until and unless there is some deadline to it. That's the reason we put it. It's not like we are trying to manipulate, because सब लोग marketer ही है, सबको पता ही है कि यार क्या होता है. But we initially we thought of providing it for free also. But हमको पता है कि free में provide करने से क्या होता है ना, download होके वो पड़ा रहता है साइड. No one cares. Even I am also like that. So
graveyard में जाता है वो सीधा.
And also to honor the person, जो बंदा मेहनत करके उसको compile किया, to honor his hard work, I think because मेरे को free में बहुत सारा चीज मिला है, बहुत सारा बड़ा मार्केटर्स का कोर्सेस मिला है. अभी भी वो ड्राइव में पढ़ा ही है, मतलब पैसा खर्च करके डालता ना,
Exactly.
So it's
Yeah.
like different. So who wants to act can act today. कल भी एक mail जाएगा for everyone in the community. But we don't know what kind of price we'll be putting up. I will.
Yeah.
Balkaran जो price में वो comfortable है. He will share it.
Right. Definitely.
Before that, someone wants to act, please act. Links तो इधर है. जो लोग ग्रुप मेंबर्स है उन लोग इधर का लिंक से खरीद सकते हैं. एंड जो क्लब मेंबर्स है दे कैन गो टू द व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप. जो क्लब हमारा निच मार्केटर्स क्लब का व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में जाके दे कैन परचेज इट ऑफ. सो अगेन वंस अगेन थैंक यू एवरीवन हु वाज अटेंडिंग दिस सेशन. प्रशांत जी बताइए.
Yeah, I just now purchased it, and it says that access denied.
Right.
So yeah.
You just have to send the request for access, and I will approve it after the webinar gets over. I will go into my email box and approve all the purchases from there.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
कुछ भी इश्यू आता है तो you can let me know.
Yeah.
प्रशांत जी, so I can help you out. I can just coordinate between
Right.
you. And I can also coordinate it. It's not a big deal. We'll do it off.
We'll sort it out in minutes, sir. 7
Okay.
minutes. We'll get it done. No problem. Abhi the जितने भी मेरे email box में आएंगे, I'll approve them right away.
Okay, thanks.
Mega, to join the club, I think we have this thing. I can share a link. Club का जो details मैं आपको भेज देता हूँ. You can have a look. And if anyone else also is thinking of joining the club, we have serious marketers inside the club. So we do interesting programs. We also do networking. We also try to generate leads for the club members. So this is actually the club link. And regarding the joining, if you have any doubt, you can actually WhatsApp me. I'm sharing my WhatsApp link also. Maybe I'll share the number right now. That's better. Yeah, thank you everyone. So I think we can discuss.
Yep.
अभी भी कोई बंदा एंटर कर रहे रूम पे.
अब डिनर करके आ रहे हैं हम.
नहीं एक्चुअली क्या होता है ना, हम लोग का डिफरेंट ग्रुप्स एंड एवरीथिंग इज देयर.
Right.
We send messages to someone will be entering at different points
Right.
inside this. I think everyone is free to exit. I'm just seeing if someone new is entering, if they have any questions or concerns, we can address and we can just discuss. Abhi time to ho gaya, 11 o'clock sharp.
Right.
We'll close it.
Okay.
Udit Gupta has joined right now. Udit ji, you have missed the session, but you can actually watch the recording on YouTube or in the Facebook group. And there is an offer going on for the conversion magnet offered by Balkaran ji. So you can avail it. Right now you're seeing the screen. If you're interested now, you can check the link, or else I can share the link once again so that you can have a look.
If you're having FOMO, you can get it right now, or you can view the recording and get it later. It's not very pricey. It's not pricey at all. So.
In the recording, we'll have in the YouTube recording, we'll have the link to purchase that. In the description, we'll give it off so that anyone who wants to purchase it, they can definitely purchase it. So that is there. I think